What's up guys, welcome back to my channel, and I know it's been quite a long time since I last posted a video, and to be honest I haven't really got any excuse other than I'm just lazy basically. But I have got a lot of footage, and what you're going to see today is a full day of eating while in improvement season, I guess, and I'm going to get my body scanned by a company called Elevate. If you're here in Cayman, it's a 3D scanner. So Elevate Cayman have got a 3D scanner, and basically it scans your body and tells you your percentage of body fat and how much lean muscle mass you've got. So you're going to meet Scott, and he is going to tell us how it works. But apart from that, let's get on with the video. Okay guys, so what I'm showing you here is basically the meal prep that I do each afternoon ready for the next morning. So I'm usually out of the house before 5 a.m. So I need my food to be ready and ready to go basically, so that I can eat it through the morning. So I do prepare my first meal of the day, which I do still have at the house. And then I take my pre-workout and my post-workout to work, so I can eat them around my workout. So you would have just seen me with the oats adding the egg whites. Sometimes I add protein powder, and then this now is my post-workout, so I want something really fast digesting and something quick to prepare. So I'll have a tin of tuna and some white rice, which I would have already made up. And then this is actually my first meal of the day. So it's 2 whole eggs, mushrooms for veggies. I try and have as much variety of proteins as I can. So I'm not just eating chicken all day. So you've just seen egg whites, whole eggs and protein powder.
I do this with no hair product.
Okay, we're here at Elevate, and Scott Dingwell is going to, I said that wrong, didn't I? Oh God, I should have researched that before. He's going to tell us a little bit about the 3D scanner and what we're going to do today.
All right, so it's called a Staiku body scanner. It's an infrared scanner. So what that means is, if you pan around behind you here, we've got the platform there that's going to spin you around for about 40 seconds. And then you've got your tower over here, and that's going to take a whole bunch of hundreds of photos, and it's going to ping the infrared sensor off your body a whole bunch of times, and it's going to pick up all your different key information. So your body fat percentage, your lean muscle mass is obviously the big ones for you. And the other cool part about it is all your measurements. So it's going to take all your measurements, and that's super precise. So they're the numbers you're going to use now, and then when we do it again in 4 to 6 weeks, whenever you want to do it again, we can track your numbers and see your progress. It's pretty cool.
Perfect. And how often should I come and have this done?
I like to think 6 weeks. 4 weeks is obviously, as you know, you just see a little bit less progress, but I think 6 weeks gives us some really good numbers and enough time in between to get some motivation and big numbers, so you can see some good changes. So 6 weeks, I think.
Okay, and is it necessary to be fasted before workout, anything like that?
No, you just want to be consistent. So if you're doing it today at 11 o'clock on a Friday, then we try and do it again at 11 o'clock on a Friday. Eat what you ate before, drink what you drank before. It's not necessarily needed.
Perfect. Okay, should we get it done?
Let's do it. It's going to take you past a little bit as well, so it doesn't stop when you get back to the middle, goes a little bit further past. So before we go into it, what you're normally used to with some of the other scans is the body fat percentage is going to be actually quite higher on this one. It goes off its own calculation, so it's a different body fat percentage, and it bounces off, it takes in things like water, things like visceral fat, so fat underneath, like in between organs and things like this, it's going to take a lot more, it's going to look a lot higher. So if I did your calipers now, you might be 14 or 15%, but don't be surprised if this tells you it's in the 20%, and I'll break all the information down.
Okay, so don't freak out.
Don't freak out. First number I like here is your lean mass percentage, 70.5. I try and get all of my women clients over 65%. So this is a really great number. So athletes, for women, to get over 70% is very rare. So we're over 70% there.
Yeah,
I try and get them to 65. So, all right, you're pretty good. All right,
Middle average, that's what I like to hear.
You got that on camera.
You're doing good, Scott. Good. Over average.
So that's huge. So 70.5. Most women will come in often around 60 to 62, and we try and take that 60 to 62 and get it up to 65. You're already up where we need you, which is fantastic. Okay. My other favourite part about these is the you can have a look up here if you like on the TV. So your measurements. So I can click on this. So this is showing. So this is the super accurate thing. So this is right down to the millimeter accuracy with your measurements. So if I measure you with a tape measure, it's going to be a different measurement. This is just consistent again to itself. So this is what's awesome. So you can see the differences. So if you come back in 6 weeks' time and you've gotten leaner in the areas you want to get leaner, and potentially bigger in the areas you want to get bigger, depending on it breaks it down. So here we can see there's a neck measurement. You've got your chest measurement. There's then 3 waist measurements. So the narrowest one, the one around your belly button, and then the one around that kind of love handle area. You've then got 2 hip measurements. So whether you want to get those up or down depends on the goals. You've got an upper thigh measurement, your middle thigh, lower thigh, and then calf. Then you've also got 3 measurements on your arms, and you can also see the difference between the left and right. So you can see here 9.4 inches versus 10.2.
On the right one.
Right one's bigger. These 2 measurements don't matter as much, but you want that middle one right through there. So with a lot of people here, we can then set some goals. So we can go, okay, what are the target areas for you? Obviously, it's leaning out everywhere, but for most people, these 5 measurements is what they're trying to get lower. If you're a male, we might be trying to get the chest and arms larger. You might be trying to get the legs smaller if that's a female goal, or up for a male goal. So these are really cool. And then what happens the next time you come in, we'll put both next to each other.
Side by side, yeah.
And then you can see all of the differences. So this will be really cool the second time. It'll be better information the second
for the
time.
comparisons, yeah, sure.
And then we can also look at it with the trends. We can then see, we can't see it now. If you have a look here, we can't really see it now because there's only one trend. But I can then go into, okay, let's have a look at your body fat percentage, and then we can see how it trends on the graphs. But we'll have to look at that next time that you actually do it. Not just body fat percentage, but all of those: fat mass, bone mass, lean mass, visceral fat, all your measurements. It's pretty awesome software. So three key things to take out of it: your body fat percentage, your lean muscle mass. We're trying to get that up. We're trying to get your body fat percentage down, or at least we're trying to hold on to your lean mass while we drop the body fat. And then all of your measurements, which are precise, and that's my favourite part of it.
Yeah, perfect. So if I come back in about 4 weeks,
you can do 4 weeks because you're going to get some pretty quick changes. Although you told me you're a bit fat at the moment.
Yeah.
You used the word fat, not me, guys. She used the word fat. Chunky. Did you say chunky?
Fluffy.
Huge, Emily, huge. If we do it again in 4 weeks, let's get it on camera again, and we can see any kind of changes. What do you expect to happen in 4 weeks?
Definitely want the waist to come in, at least in 4 weeks.
So that one there, we've got the narrowest one, 26.5.
Yeah, it's not that in the morning.
27.5.
It's much smaller first thing in the morning. But yeah, on stage I had a 24.8 inch waist last time. Right. So I really want to try and get my waist to 24 inches.
Cool.
Next time.
Oh,
so
right.
yeah, definitely
That's
a
that
big
number will be
indicator.
slightly different than this one because you're using a measuring tape and this is using a camera.
Yeah.
But it's relatively close.
Yeah.
It's relatively close.
Cool.
So still use your girth measurements as well. I like to think that this is just a good, it's a piece of the puzzle. So you're still using photos, you still might be using other ways to track these, like girth measurements or other scan
Exactly.
results, calipers or whatever, but this is just another good piece.
Yeah, it's a good consistency tool, isn't it? And again, to stick with one method of tracking your fat percentage rather than jumping from the 3D scanner and then doing an in-body, they're going to vary a lot.
Yeah, and you never measure this against any of those. You just it's really good against itself.
Yeah.
So if you just stay consistent using the same platform, then you'll get some good numbers.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Scott. That was
Thanks
so
for
cool.
coming in, Em.
No
Easy.
worries. So I have a major sweet tooth. So sometimes I like to make my meals into something sweet. So here you see me using oats again and a little bit of protein powder, egg whites. Mix all the sweet things together, put it on the hob and make 3 little pancakes. Then I use some berries, and here's the protein powder. I'll just mix it into a little bit of a paste and drizzle over the top. Yummy. This is a little afternoon snack. So rice cakes, chicken and cucumber, very simple. And then my main meal of the evening, veggies, sweet potato. I do that in the air fryer. And my protein of choice, I think, is chicken in this one. Pretty basic. And I like to season with something a little bit spicy. And that finishes me off for the evening.